Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Alright, Minfilia, what you got for me? We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among the gravest concerns of the godlike beings known as the Primals, long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Mercy. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Starting the quest, a wild rose by any other name.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard.
Northwest of Aldenard.
The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome. I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too.
They kind of look at each other and square off with their arms crossed.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
Thancred is a handsome man with whitish silverish hair. Doesn't go down past the where like the bottom of his skull in the back. He has kind of long bangs in the front on either side. They don't cover his eyes, but they are to either side of his eyes. I guess, are those still bangs if they're on the sides and not the top middle? Got a tattoo on his neck, but they all have tattoos, little tattoos here and there on their bodies. He wears a white undershirt with a collar, not popped. It's as a collar should be. And then a black vest of leather with a couple like gold buckles. And he's got a on his left arm he's got looks like maybe a shield of some sort, or maybe that's his goggles, and he wields daggers.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings.
Y'shtola also has whitish silverish hair. She is a Miqote, like myself. She's got the kind of white furry ears that stick out to the side. They're on the top of her head, but they're not the top. They're if you consider her head a box, they are not on the top of the box, but they are on the top part of the sides of the box, and they stick straight out horizontally. Pink inside and white fur, and white hair that hangs in a braid on either side, kind of like toward the front of her head, kind of off to the side though. Has the same tattoos, has the goggles around her neck, wears a white robe. Has really clear, like aquamarine eyes.
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Thancred is human, as far as I can tell, as far as I've ever known. Urianger.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Is almost always seen, if not always seen, wearing his hood up, so and then goggles of some sort on his face or glasses. Has robes on as well, mostly black. Anything below, basically like anything below the pecs or in the back, the bottom of the shoulder blades is black. Anything below is black, and then the top part, including the hood, is all white.
The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
He's got goggles on top of his hood, and then he's got like the goggles that Ida and Papalymo use on top of his on his hood, like on his forehead kind of area, and then other goggles, just like regular goggles, one red lens, one yellow lens, kind of underneath it. He does have some facial hair. I don't know what to call it, but it doesn't go down to his chin. And then about halfway between the chin and the ear, along the chin line, the jawline, there is like a triangle that goes up towards the mouth and a little bit over each side of his mouth.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose.
I believe the leader in question is the old silver-haired man that was like the lead magic user against Bahamut. I can't remember his name right now, but his name's mentioned a lot.
We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Y'shtola also has a white tail, roughly a foot and a half, 2 feet long, and then her weapon of choice is a stick. She's a healer, so she has a stick with a leaf on it, basically.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
That she does. She's cute. Cute as heck.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
I will be playing tennis for the first time in, quite a while. Years. Today here in about an hour and 50-ish minutes. But getting this quest done before then, hopefully. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit, says Thancred. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which you believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Okay. I think I'm all the way over there. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use my little cheat code. It's gonna cost us 120 gil, but it's the fastest way I can think of. So we take our teleport over to our free teleport. We can use any time we want to. Over to Limsa Laminsa. Hop over to the airship landing. Spend that 120 gil flying to Ul'dah. And run from there. Oh my god. Ah, it never rains, but it pours. This video will definitely officially end when I reach Camp Drybone, because I gotta do some more work stuff apparently. Certificates that I was not aware that I should have received and couldn't find where I might have received them are necessary for stuff and things. So yay. Eastern Thanalin connects to, hold on, yeah, Thanalin, hold on, Thanalin, Central, okay, I guess I'm going to Central, so I would want Adventurers Guild, and then do I want to take a Chocobo? Because that'll take... Wait, can I take a Chocobo? Oh, I don't want either of those. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I thought I could just rent a Chocobo. But apparently not. So Central Thanalin, a lot like Western Thanalin, kind of mostly brown. There are some water, some spots of water. Like this is a little stream. The bridge over it. Got some. If you know what anglerfish look like in the the fish that have there was one in Finding Nemo when they're in the really deep ocean and it's dark. And the anglerfish were the ones that had like the lights in front of them that would like lure in fish so that their big mouths could eat the fish. But there's stuff like that in the stream you can fight or run from. But what we're doing, he really couldn't give me a way to get there without annoying. But yeah, what we're doing is we are running up to Black Brush Station. We'll get the Aetherite here, so I can teleport here, teleport here in the future if I want to. Get the Chocobo Keep as well, so that next time I come this way, I can rent a Chocobo to it. Jump this fence, run basically straight east past some giant ants called Antling workers. Some bats. Yeah, it's kind of like a mostly... okay, so it's not a desert. It's the steppes, I think. Steppes, I believe. So like... or plains. So, yeah. So the Thanalan is a lot like plains. There are a lot of rock formations and hills, and just like every zone has hills and mountains and whatnot. There is a spot that I'm running through that is a large, circular, shallow kind of pond thing, and in the middle of it is, if you picture basically a UFO on a pedestal, there's a rock formation that in my mind looks like a UFO on a pedestal. Although on top of the UFO is like another UFO. It's almost like a sandwich cookie on top of a pedestal. Marco. I don't know. And in Eastern Thanalan, there's some porcupine kind of looking. Kind of like if porcupines mated with lizards and kept most of the porcupine shape, but then had like the lizard leathery kind of exterior skin. They're level 15. I'm level 27. There's really no point to that, so I didn't do it. I can get the Aetheryte here at Camp Drybone, which is a camp that is basically sunken into like a naturally fortified position because there's only one way in unless you jump. There's one ramp over there. There's another ramp I think over here, and the ramps kind of spiral around this like circular impression in the ground where all the buildings and such are. Isambard, in the middle of Camp Drybone, has a black turban, human male, slightly tan skin, kind of has a blackish trench coaty looking thing, a greenish kilt in the front, white socks, white sleeves, and a gray beard. I am Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. A wild rose by any other name is now complete, and this is where I gotta stop for now, so... Ta-ta for now.